Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. e5 is a common response that establishes a presence in the center, controls d4, and opens up the queen and dark-squared bishop. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the e5 pawn, and prepares to castle. Knight c6 develops the knight toward the center, protects the pawn on e5, and eyes the d4 square. The Ruy-Lopez opening develops the bishop to immediately attack the knight on c6, the lone defender of the e5 pawn. Knight g7 develops the knight toward the center, defends the knight on c6, and controls the d5 square. Knight c3 develops the knight toward the center, guards the e4 pawn, and controls the d5 square. The bishop is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This is a good time for you to get out of trouble. This is a fair move. This lets your bishop step into the game. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Recapturing. Moving the same piece twice in the opening isn't good for development. A good choice to move your threatened bishop. Playing the same piece again slows down the progress in the opening. With that move, you chase the knight away. This offers an equal trade of pieces. You are forcing your opponent to double pawns. Recaptures. Developing the bishop and increasing influence in the center. A very strong play. Castling kingside tends to be safer because your king is further from the center. This activates a bishop by developing it off of its starting square. Connected rooks can be very useful. This misses an opportunity to develop a queen off its starting square. This moves your queen to a safer square. This blocks the check from an opposing queen. That pawn chain will help strengthen your pawn structure. It is best to avoid doubled isolated pawns. Developing is good and even better with that tempo on a queen. Moving from its starting spot, the queen gets involved in the game. This is the way to win a queen. This loses a queen. You are forcing your opponent to lose castling rights. This evades the check from the bishop. Your move gets closer to checkmate. This wins a queen. This allows the opponent to play checkmate. Checkmate is always the best move.